Chapter Nine，那这是现在是这样，我看 Chapter Nine 的 homework 呢，基本上也都做了。现在讲 Chapter Ten 了，Chapter Ten 的 homework 到现在还没有人交啊，所以瑞克你也做一下，然后 Lily 你也做一下你 Chapter Ten 的作业，OK？So yeah, so for Aaron, I just browsed through your homework. So you basically did this part, right? And 9.4. So 9.4, you did all of them correctly. 9.5, I think you just didn't do 9.5.4C, right?
Oh, I thought the answer is C. Choice C is the base number.
Yeah, then that's correct. Okay, yeah. Yeah, then you got everything correct for 9.4 and 9.5. All right. Yeah, just try to keep up with our progress.
Yeah, I need to speed up.
Yeah, finish chapter 9 and also chapter 10. So today we just do some problems in chapter 10. Let's do a few questions to warm up here. So we start by this. Okay, so there were 4 questions. Just maybe just each one of you. There's one question. Okay, so let's start with Rita. So question A: two positive integers each have a units digit of 2 when expressed in base B. Find the units digit of the product when B is 3.
Digit of 2 in base B. Base 如果是 base 3是什么意思啊？
意思就是说，现在有2个整数，对吧？这2个整数 base 3里面，它们的 units digit 就是2，然后问说它们2个乘起 product，对吧？问它们2个乘完之后 units digit 是多少
？base 3最后的是2。
对，所以我们要看 units digit，我们是不是看最后一个数就可以了？就看 units digit 嘛，对不对？那既然是2的话，是不是 2 in base 3啊？times 2 base 3，那这样的话的 unit digit 是多少啊？或者说在 unit 在 base， yeah， 2乘2就是11嘛，对不对？
对。
Yeah, so unit digit is 1. Okay. Very simple. Aaron, what about B? Unit digit of the product when B is 4. So 2 integers in base 4.
So 2 integers in base 4. Is it so? This would be 1 0.
Yes. And that means the unit digit is 0, right? Good. So Lily? Lily, what do you say? What?
Let's want to break up.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So what if the base is 5 in base 5? 2 in base 5 times 2 in base 5 is what?
4.
4. Yeah, because it's base 5 is just 4, right? And Ryan, what about the last one?
4.
Yeah, because it's base 6 is still 4. Good. Just as a warm up, very easy ones. Let's see. What about Okay, so Rika, let's circle back to you. 你先读读题，看有没有看得明白？
两个连续的积
对，两个连续整数的积。
有一个它的尾数。什么叫 other than zero when expressed in base 6？
哦，就是两个连续整数的积，对吧？它的积有个啥呀？就是说有一个 unit digit other than zero，就是说不是零，它的个位数就是它个位数 other than zero 啊，这个位数不是零。什么时候不是零呢 ？When expressed in base 6啊，就是在 base 6里面的时候呢，它的 unit digit 不是零。就是先有两个数，对吧？两个整数呢，两个连续整数相乘，对吧？乘出来的这个结果，这个积啊，它的个位数不是零，在 base 6里面。
有两个的尾数都不是零吗？
不是两个数的尾数不是零，是两个尾数的积，它的尾数不是零。
对，不是零。
对。
1、2。
所以你看要怎么做呢？
Is it 4 and 5?
4 and 5. Yeah, can be 4 and 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's another possibility though. I'm gonna find the sum of their units digit. 小瑞卡怎么做啊？Are you guys able to see all like the all the part of my screen or just part?
I can see.
We can see your whole screen.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I guess.
All right. Okay, so Aaron, how did you do it?
Trial and error.
Yes, great. So Rika, for this question we have to try. OK， 我不知道你题读明白了没有？就是说有两个连续的整数，它们两个就我们现在都在 base 6里，对吧？就是在 base 6里面呢，有两个连续的整数，它们乘完了之后的 product， 就它们乘完之后的结果的个位数不是零，它就告诉你这个事儿。那我们就也试一下，是哪两个整数乘出来不是零啊 ？OK， 要不然你不知道嘛，对不对 ？So we do trial and error. Yeah, so Aaron, very good. Okay, so we started by trying, say, 0 and 1. So we know 0 and 1, the unit digit must be 0, right? Because you have 0 and 1, 0 times 1 is 0. 对吧，瑞卡？没问题吧？那你看，如果是 0 and 1，是不是它的 unit digit 是 0， 它就违反了题意啊，说明不是它们两个，对吧？ Okay, and then we just try 1 and 2. So 1 and 2, the unit digit will be, well, just 2. So 1 times 2 is 2. So this satisfies the question, okay? Satisfies the problem. So Aaron, this is another possibility. It could be 1 times 2, right? Yeah. And then we try 2 and 3. So 2 times 3. We know that 2 times 3 is 6. And in base 6, it's going to be 1, 0, right? So that means the unit digit is just 0 again. Yeah. 瑞卡，你看没问题吧？2乘3是不是6？在6进制里面就是10啊，所以它的 unit digit 就是0，对不对？但是题目说 other than 0，就是说不能是0，是不是它也不可以啊 ？Okay, and then we try 3 and 4. So 3 and 4, and 3 times 4 is 12, right? So in base 6, 12 is 2, 0. and then again the unit digit will be 0 again. 瑞卡对不对？没问题吧？12在六进制里2 6 12，对吧？这边20了，所以它的个位数还是0，依旧不满足题一样。And then we try 4 and 5. So 4 times 5, that's 20. So 20 in base 6. Well, 20 is not divisible by 6. So this means that the unit digit is not going to be 0. Right? And actually, 3 times 6 is 18. So 3 and 2. Which means that the unit digit is 2. So this is another case that will give you a unit digit other than 0. Okay, and lastly, you should try 5 and 0, but this case you still get 0. 好，瑞看一看有没有疑问，对吧？这个就
对，一定要一个一个试。
对，因为它是2个 consecutive integer，你不知道它们乘出来是不是0啊？这个都得试。这种像 unit digit 题啊，绝大部分都要试 ，OK 吧？因为一共也就这么几个可能性嘛，在6进制里面，那就1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5 0，这都是 consecutive，就只有这些可能。试出来呢，这有4种可能都是0，那题目要求你不是0，对不对？那你就只能是有这2个，这2个都是2，没问题吧？Okay, yeah. And Aaron, does that make sense? We have 2 cases, right? And so that's why the question is asking us to find the unit digit of their sum when expressing base 6. So if we find a sum for the first case, it's just 1 plus 2. And that will give us 3 as a unit digit. And for the second case, we have 4 plus 5. So that's 9. So 9, we have 1, 6, and then we'll have 9, 6, 1, 6, so 6 plus 3, right? That means the unit digit of this sum is also 3. So no matter which case you have, the sum of their unit digit is always going to be 3. So that means 3 is the answer here. Okay, Aaron, make sense? Yeah. So Aaron, if you only found out one case, that's fine. Okay, but for this case, you have to read the question and answer the question. The question is looking for the sum of their unit digit. 好，瑞看有没有问题了吧好，这题 Lily 没问题哈。10.4 Let's do 10.4. Okay, first question I believe is pretty simple, so I think it's Aaron's turn. The square of a positive integer has a unit digit of 4. What are possible unit digits of the integer itself?
Is it my turn to answer?
Yeah.
Two.
Yep.
Is 2 a possible unit digit?
Yes, because 2 times 2 is 4, right? You have 2 squared, 4. Any other possible unit digits?
What about 8?
Yeah, 8. 8 squared, 64. So that's
64, yeah. And are there any more?
no.
I don't think so. I think there are more, but between 2 and 8.
Between 2 and 8?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's any between 2 and 8.
Yeah, so we can omit all the all numbers, right? because we need a 4. It has to be even numbers. Try 6, 6 doesn't work. 4, 4 doesn't work. Then that's it. Right?
12 works. So every 4 skips, we get a unit digit of 4.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah. 4 skips, but from 2 to 8, that's a skip of 6, right? Yeah. But anyway, just try something.
All right. Yeah.
Just try all the possible units digit, and that's it. Okay, 2 and 8. Good. And then next one. Okay, Lily. Lily, it's your turn. So it's basically asking 8 times what will give you a unit digit of 6, right? It's basically just a timetable. So 8, one of the integers has a unit digit of 8, and the product has a unit digit of 6. What are possible values of the unit digit of the other integer? So 8 times what will give you 6? Okay. You can start by 0. Just start by 0, okay? 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 2.
Seven.
7, yeah, 7. And also 2, right? 8 times 2 is 16, right? Okay, so 8 times 2 is 16. That will give you a unit digit of 6, and also 7. 7 times 8 is 56. So the unit digit is also 6, right? So the answers are just 2 and 7. Okay, make sense? All right, and then next question. Okay, so Ryan. Possible unit digit of a perfect square in base 8. So basically we're just gonna start from 0 and all the way till 7, right? Because it's in base 8.
Yeah. So the 2 square should be 0.
Yeah, 0 squared is 0, and then
And also, wait, perfect square.
yeah, so
One
all
square
the
is 1.
yeah, this is 1.
2 square is 4.
Mhm.
4 square is oh yeah, 3. 3 square is 1.
Yeah.
4 square is 0.
Mhm.
Then 5 square. 5 square is 1. 6 squared is 4. Then 7 squared is 1.
Yeah, good. Very nice. Okay, so all the possible unit digits are 1, 0, 1, and 4, right? Yeah, okay, very good. Make sense, everyone? For these kind of questions, you just go over all the possibilities. Okay, and then this Okay, so Rika goes back to you. 那 Rika 应该刚刚可能有点忘了个 Chapter 10呢，你看我们就做了一下，基本都是啊 ，OK 吧？那这个 Find the units of
啊，这怎么算啊？Find the unit digit of the sum。
对，这个 sum 是1的阶乘 1 factorial， 对吧？加上2的factorial， 加上3的 factorial， 一直到2.6的 factorial， 怎么做啊？
哇，
啊，
那不是会一加上
对，来1加上
，Oh my god，2
嗯
加上6
嗯
加上，等一下，老师让我算一下，加上
就
4的阶乘1、3、6、6、6、4、24加上4，5的阶乘，那就是6乘20加0啊。
对，瑞卡是这样，你每次做阶乘的时候，就是在之前那个数上乘就行了嘛。所以，比如说你在做这个4的时候，4的阶乘就是3阶乘乘4，就是6乘4，然后4、6、24，对吧？5的阶乘就直接是5，就直接是0了，4、5、20，对吧？继续。
那就是120再乘上6。
直接0乘6就行了，不用120乘6。你只
对，
用
所以就一直是0了，就是只
对
有这些。
对，剩下都是0了，对不对呀？OK， 这个我们之前上节课在前面的那个 example problem 做过啊。我们当时做过就是就是从 5 factorial 开始都是末尾数是0了，对不对？因为5 factorial 已经有2、5、10了，后面就全部都是0了 ，right？OK，所以直接做完了，然后我们把成本加起来就行了。最后是多少几啊？是不是都要3？没问题吧？1加2是3，4加6是0，所以它答案是3啊。OK。So for factorial, the unit digit of factorial of every factorial after 5 factorial is always 0, right? Okay. Okay, question B. Find the unit digit of the sum when expressed in base 7. 瑞凯，你看 B 怎么做啊？如果换成 base 7，它的这个 unit digit of the sum，
那就只能就是1加2加6，那还是4 base 7。
base 7下一个还是4吗？
不是啊，那就是要算了。是2 base 7，那就是5啊。
When it is expressed in base 7， 哦，那应该还是4，
是的。
因为是这样，就是我们可以不用先全部换成 base 7，可以直接先找到之后，最后再换成 base 7，最后 sum 换成 base 7也可以呀。那我们可以不用一开始换 base 7，那就加4。然后呢，那如果是5 factorial，5 factorial 虽然是但是我们这里那就得这样，那就得加上24了，因为就是说我们先不把它换成 base 7的话，我们就把它们先全部加起来嘛，对不对？先全部加起来，最后再把它换成 base 7，对吧？
行。
对，但是如果在 base 7里面，从哪一个 factorial 开始就一定会变0啊？如果把每一个 factorial 都换成一个 base 7的数，那从哪一个 factorial 开始，它的 unit digit 一定是0呢？谁知道 ？Anyone？ If you find the product of each factorial, right? If you find each factorial in base 7, then starting from which factorial do we have unit digit of 0. In other words, 大家想一下 in other words, in base 7, if you end up with 0, what does that mean? 在一个 base 里面，如果你以0结尾 Rika 你还记得有什么是为什么吗？
一个 base 以0结尾，那就是7嘛，base 本身。
对，因为它是base 本身的 multiple， 对吧？因为你想，比如说我们这边写一个120 in base 7，那它相当于就可以变成1乘以7的平方加上2乘以7加上个0嘛。由于 unit digit 是0，前面就都是7的倍数，对吧？所以只要是7的倍数，它就以0结尾，对吧？Okay, right? 看一下 Aaron, Lily, does that make sense to you guys? If you end up with 0 in any base, it just means that the number itself, if you convert it into decimal, is a multiple of 7. In other words, recall that the unit digit is just a remainder when you divide the decimal number by that base, right? The remainder, remember? Okay. Aaron, does that make sense? Yeah, okay. Rika 之前记得吧？就是说，我们之前说个位数啊，还有一次我们专门讲过，就是说个位数其实就是你那个实定这里有的数除以这个 base number 的时候的余数嘛，记得吧？其实这个0呢就表示是7的倍数 ，OK？ So that means starting from a factorial that's a multiple of 7, then you're gonna have you're gonna end up with 0, right? So that means you start from 7 factorial. Okay, so in question B, 7 factorial, from 7 factorial to 2006 factorial will have a unit digit of 0 in base 7 because all of these numbers are multiples of 7. Okay, 可以看到吗？你觉得 make sense 吗？ Yeah, okay, so that means we just need to find a sum of the factorials from 1 factorial to 6 factorial. Okay, 来，瑞凯把它做完吧。我们只用把这个从1的 factorial 到6的 factorial 的 sum 给找出来，找完了之后呢，直接 convert to base 7就可以了，就可以把这个 unit。
那就直接做5呗。
对，5的 factorial 是
120。
对，120。
然后再加上6，120乘上6。哎呀
，72对吧？720了啊。
720，再乘上7。
7就不用管了，因为7的 factorial 不用管了嘛，对吧？
OK。
在 base 7里面所有的这些都是，对吧？把它们全加起来，对不对？就是864，874，874，OK。那最后873，它变成 base 7的时候的 unit digit 是多少啊？那么其实就是在问873除以其余几嘛 ，OK， 对不对？理解吧？因为个位数是余数嘛，记得吧？所以我们就除一下，然后17，然后27、14，然后33、47，然后28，然后是不是余5啊？对不对？所以呢，873在 base 7里面呢，它的 unit digit 会是5。America OK 吧？所以要记住这个事情啊，对吧 ？Unit digit， 如果你是从 decimal 变过去的话，就是它的 remainder 啊。Okay, Aaron, makes sense. You first find a sum and then find the unit digit in that base. You just need to find a remainder. Okay.
Why is the unit digit 5?
Because 5 is the remainder when you divide the sum by 7. Recall that the unit digit of any base when you switch from a decimal number, that's the unit digit is just a remainder when you divide that number by that base number.
Okay.
You have to remember that because in other words, in other words, 873 is 124 times 7 plus 5, right? The remainder is 5. So for this part, for this 124 times 7 part, you can figure out what their digit bundles are, right? The digit bundles you can do 49 times something and then 7 times something, remember? And then, but anyway, the unit digit would be 5, right? For this, if you want to find out exactly what exactly what base 7 representation of 873 is, then you need to work on this, right? So 124 times 7 is greater than 49. So you have to do like 7 squared. You're gonna figure out what number times 7 squared plus what number times 7 and plus 5, right? But whatever number you put in here, they just determine what your third digit and second digit in base 7 are, right? The unit digit is just going to be the remainder 5 here. Okay, make sense, Aaron? Say that you put 4 here, you put 1 here. That means you just have 4 and 5, right? Okay. Yeah. And actually, it will be greater than this. This is like 124 times 7. It's greater than 49 times 7, right? So that means you should include 7 cubed. This is greater than 49 times 7. So yeah, you can figure out what numbers you can put in here to change it into base 7. Yeah. But anyway, the unit digit in any base will just be the remainder when the number is divided by the base number. Okay. So Aaron, and also we talked about this. This has the same reason, right? The reason why in this question we don't have to look at 7 factorial all the way till 2006 factorial is simply because all of them are multiples of 7. If they are multiples of 7, then that means in base 7 they have a unit digit of 0. Because they are multiples of 7, if you divide any number between them, if you divide any number among them by 7, you always get 0 as a remainder, right? Because they are multiples of 7. Yeah. Okay, good. Review problems. Okay, so let's do maybe last two review and then do some challenge problems. Okay, I believe it's Aaron's turn.
Give me a sec. I'll try this problem on paper.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, but Aaron, instead of trying,
I got the answer.
Okay, good.
Because so then the product of this would be n plus 2 times n plus 1 because the other terms cancel out.
Very good.
So since we already have the product, that's just n squared plus 3n plus 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what to do next.
Okay, you don't have to expand it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. What is
possible values of the unit digit?
Yeah. So first we cancel is what do these mean? N plus 1, n plus 2, n is a positive integer, so that means these two numbers are
consecutive.
Just consecutive integers, right? So in other words, this question is just asking what are the possible values of the unit digit of, well, two consecutive integers. So we just need to try, right? Remember from this question, this is base 6. So we just try all the way from 0, 1, 1, and 2, 2 and 3 until we get to 5 and 0. And this question is just in decimal. So just start by 0 and 1, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, and all the way until 9 and 0, right? Does that make sense, Aaron? Okay. Yeah, and then we just need to try it, and that's it. Okay. So everyone, does that make sense? Rika, Lily? Okay, after we cancel out, we get n plus 2 times n plus 1. In other words, these are just two consecutive integers. Okay, so that means all the possible values of unit digit could be 1 times 0, which is 1, 0, 1 times 2, that will give you 2, 2 times 3, that will give you 6, 3 times 4, that will give you 2, 4 times 5, that will give you 0, 5 times 6, that gives you 0, 6 times 7, that gives you 2, 7 times 8, that gives you 6, 8 times 9, that gives you 2, and 9 times 0 is also 0. So all the possible numbers are, all the possible unit digits are 0, 2, and 6, right? Okay, Aaron, that makes sense? Yeah, so don't expand it, right? If you expand it, okay, even if you expand it, then that means you just need to, again, try all the numbers from 0 to 9. Because it's in decimal, right? So you have to try all the numbers from 0 to 9 for n if you expand it. Yeah, you can just plug in and try. But this way it's easier. Okay, if that makes sense. Good. Lily, next question is yours. It's very similar to the exercises we have done. Two consecutive integers in base 7 and their product has a unit digit of 5, right? So what do we do?
Like list out the possibilities.
This is very similar to this one, right? To this question, 10.3.3. 10.3.3 is in base 6, and we tried all of them. Then yeah, in this question is base 7, so yeah, again we try all of them. Okay, so could you go over the list for me?
0.
Mhm.
Times 1.
Yeah, and that is
0.
and then
1 times 2. 2.
Yep, and then
2 times 3. 6. 2.
3 times 4 is 2. It's in base 7. 3 times 4 is 12. That's in base 10, right? Okay, so what about 12 if you express 12 in base 7? Okay, Lily, the unit digit is just a remainder when you divide that number by the base number, right? So this just means that what is the base 7 representation of 12? 12, do you remember?
like base 7 is like the 0 to like 6, right?
Yeah, but for base 7, so any number in base 7, you have a units bound, like you have a digits bound. To remember, like something like a 1, 2, 3 in base 7 is 1 times 7 squared plus 1 times plus 2 times 7, that kind of thing, and then plus 3, right? Okay, so if you press 12 in base 7, you have to consider how many 7s or 7 squares you have, right? Now 12 is
1 times 7 and then 2 times nothing. And
1
plus
times
2.
and then 5, right? 7 plus 5, in other words, okay? So that means you have 1, 5 in base 7, remember? Okay, Lily? You haven't done your homework for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, so that's why you forget. In chapter 9, chapter 8, we have done this extensively. So maybe review your homework and try to recall this, okay? And
Wait, what is a 5 for?
5, 7 plus 5, right? 12 is 1 times 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5 is 12.
Oh,
And 1 times 7 means that here you have a 1, 1, 1, right? And then 5 is a unit digit in well, here in base 7. In other words, 1, 5 in base 7 is 1 times 7 plus 5, correct? And that becomes 12 in base 10.
okay.
你这里有什么问题吗？你这里因为这个整个第8章、第9章全在学这个呀。
Yeah.
所以你要再起来作业，你作业因为好久没做了，你就忘了。因为你之前作业还会做的，都没问题，就变得挺好的呀。OK， 所以呢，还有就是说这个个位数啊，个位数就是你这种十进制里面的数除以 base number 的余数，对吧？这个你看刚刚我们已经讲过好几遍，这里都讲过了，这道题这个 B 文也说了。你比如你873换成 base 7，问你的 unit digit 是多少？那其实就是873除以7的余数。为什么是它余数呢？因为你873除以7，比如说是124，对吧？你这个124乘以7呢，那其实就是各种7在这里。你可以想，这些各种7是不是就是把这个124乘以7都已经分掉了呀？因为你不管是，对吧？这因为这一块，不管你是多少乘以7的几次方，全部加起来，那整个这一块是不是7的倍数？对吧？因为它们嘛，那既然是7的倍数，它就刚好把前面124乘以7呢给分掉了。分完了之后，最后剩个5，这个5就一定是它的 unit digit。所以 unit digit 就是remainder。这个也是上节课，包括上节课主要讲的一个内容之一，也是 unit digit 就是 remainder 嘛，对不对 ？OK 吧？Yeah， 所以呢，比如说你自己在口算的话，就是3、4，我们先做 decimal， 在十进制里面3、4是12，但是你要换成7进制啊，那12换成7进制多少呢？就是15，因为12除7余5，个位数就是5。OK， 这也是5啊。All right， 那我们再 try 一个，比如说那 what about 4 times 5？ It's 20.
20, so 2 times 7,
Plus.
6.
Good. So 6 is a unit digit. Okay, make sense?
Would it be like 2, 6?
Yeah, it would be 2, 6 actually. Yeah. Because it's 20 in decimal. 20 if you convert to base 7 is 2, 6 in base 7.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
And 5 times 6, which is 9. No, it's not. Wait, yeah. 21 plus.
In base 7 we don't have 9. In base 7 we only have.
Oh.
If you got 9, you can just minus 7, right? Because 21 plus 9 give us 7 over there. Yeah, it's gonna be 28 plus 2, right? Okay, so in other words, you would have 4, 2 in base 7. So 42 in base 7, 4 times 7 is 28. 28 plus 2 is 30. Okay?
Okay.
Okay,
And
and
then-
again, this is just the remainder when 30 divided by 7. Remainder when 30 divided by 7. The remainder wouldn't be 9, right? Because it's only base 7. Make sense?
Mhm.
Okay, and last we have 6 times what?
7.
No 7. Because it's in base 7. In base 7,
6 times 1, 0.
0. Yes. In base 7, after you have 6, then the next integer will be 0, right? So 1, 6, and then 2, 0. And then
0.
2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, and 3, 0. So this will give you a 0 again. So which one has a unit digit of 5?
3 and 4.
3 and 4. Yeah. And what is the sum of their unit digit?
7.
Do you have 7 in base 7?
1,
What?
0.
1, 0. Yeah, so the unit digit would be 0 here, right? Okay, makes sense? So the answer is 0. 你看这样，你这个之前你都会做的，对吧？你记得吧？你的作业都做过，你可以翻一下你的 chat，你看看你给我发的记录，你的作业都会做这些的，但现在你都忘了，因为这2周你没有写作业，你就把这些都忘光了，看到吧？所以一定要做作业啊。在 base 7，对吧？你1到7就要变0嘛，right？因为是 base 7就是7进制，逢7进位啊，7就要进一位，就变成10了，right？你看你一做那个，对吧？一提醒你，所以就是你会了，只不过是你忘了，太久没写作业了。OK。All right. Let's do some challenge problems. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Let's do this. Let's do some questions that has a source. Maybe a bit harder. Okay, right. 看你了吧？ What is the digit of this?
Okay, so we can construct a table of three squares, 3 cubes, 3 quadrants, 3 to the power of 4. That's the table, right?
Yeah, good. We
So,
don't do it, right? But that works. But we don't have to do it because 比如说啊，因为你3 3得9， 3 9 27， 3 7 21， 1 3得3，所以你可以很快的想出来这个就是，对吧？比如3的5次方是3，然后可以把这里13次方分一下嘛，对不对？那你想怎么做啊？你要想做个 table 也可以，OK，我们来做个 table。3，这个就顺便直接快速写一下，对吧？3 squared，and then 3 cubed， 7, right? And then 3 fourths, that's 81, so that's 1. And then you time by 3 again, so 3 to the 5th, you get to 3 again. 就这么个 table， 对不对？ Because it cycles in 4, 3, 9, 7, 1, 3, 9, 7, 1. 那我们怎么做这个呢？
我们可以拆括号，对不对？
Exactly， 对，把这个133先把它变成39次方，对吧？然后是不是相当于它就是3的39次方？
对。
然后呢，它是正正对应到哪个上面了
？3的39次方对应的是那个4至1。
对应到4吗？
啊？
为什么是对应到4啊？因为你看1 2 3 4 4次方，对吧？3的4次方是1，对不对？
对。
那比如说再往下，是不是得到3的8次方？你看是往下是3的6次方，3的8次方。
哦，
这个
对对，
是4的倍数。
所以就应该是7。
7，对，对到7上啊。所以我们可以看它这个是4，因为这是4个一循环，那最底下是4的倍数，对吧？它比4的倍数少一个嘛，所以就得对到7了，对吧？或者还可以怎么做呢？就是把它拆成这个1乘1乘1乘1，因为每个3的4次方是1，对吧？可以直接把它变成3的4次方的，因为36我们知道是可以的嘛，就3的4次方的9次方，再乘以3的3次方，对吧？而前面3的4次方是1，所以1的9次方还是1，就不管了，对不对？这是1乘以3的3次方，最后呢就会剩一个7，这样也可以。但是也可以直接看出来，因为是40是4的倍数，差一个就是7了嘛，对不对？刚刚是谁说了一个7啊？是 Aaron 吗？是 Aaron？Did you just did you say 7 or I heard a 7 from someone? I don't know where it comes from. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so Rika, Lily, does that make sense to you guys? Okay, in this kind of question, we first construct a table for 3. So we know that for 3, we have a cycle of 4, right? So 3, 9, 7, 1, 3, 9, 7, 1. So that means whenever you have, whenever the power of 3 is a multiple of 4, the unit digit will be 1, right? So for this question, you first open up brackets, you have 133 to the power of 33. Since we're only interested in the units digit, then we just need to take the units digit of 3, right? So 3 to the power of 33. And then you could say that this is 1 less than the 40, and 40 is a multiple of 4. So 1 less than that will give you 7. Okay, or you can just do this, because if the units digit is 1, then 1 times 1 it always gives you 1, right? So you can take this 1 and bring it to the 9th power. This is 3 to the power of 36, and that means there's another 3 cubed. So it becomes 1 times 3 cubed. Okay, we are only interested in finding the units digit here. Marika, 你看有没有疑问？这个题看有没有搞明白啊？这是最基础的题啊，这个可以说最基础的题了。Lily， 看看有没有问题这个题？有问题就问一下，一定要把这个题弄明白啊。
I get that 3 to the power of 4 to the power of 9 times 3 to the power of 3, but how did you get a 1 times 3 to the power of 3?
Okay, so 3 to the power of 4 is here, right? It has a units digit of 1, right? And then if you have a units digit of 1, and then you
Oh,
bring,
I see. Yeah. So if it's a unit digit of 1 and you raise it to the 9th power, it will still be a unit digit of 1.
yeah, because it's 1 times 1 times 1 times 1.
Yeah.
So if you want, yeah, you can put a 9th power here, right? Okay, yeah. So that means whenever you have a units digit of 1, we are very happy about it, because 1 is the easiest. So if you have 1, we use the 1 in it. Okay, but Aaron, I believe the easiest way to think about this is that whenever the power of 3, whenever this the exponent of this 3 is a multiple of 4, then you will get a unit digit of 1, right? In this question, this is 1 away from 40, because 40 is a multiple of 4. So that means for 39, it would be 7. Does that make sense? Right? Yeah, you could also do that. So in other words, 39 is 40 minus 1. If you have like 43 to about 40, that's going to be 1. It's 1 less than that, so you go back 1 before you find 7. Which means you have like 1 divided by 3, that kind of thing. All right. So let's do.
Can you explain how you got the answer again?
OK， Lily 还是不太明白是吧？那个 Lily， 你看是哪里没有明白，还是你整个都没有明白
？9乘3那个。
首先这道题是130。
哦，对。好了。
没关系，我再给你解释一下。你看啊，这道题是不是133的39次方程中在问，对吧？
Okay, never mind, get it.
哦 ，get it，OK，好，这个相当于就是找它的
This has
unit。
nothing to do with basis, right?
No, nothing has no 没有，对，跟 basis 没有关系，这个就是 base 10。
Okay.
对，因为说白了就是133的39次方的个位数是几？那其实就是3的39次方，对吧？3的39次方的话呢，我们做一个 table 就会发现，3的1次方是3，再乘39，再乘37，再乘31，然后就开始，对，然后对，然后比如说这个一很好嘛，因为一不管乘多少次都是一，所以我们把这个39次方呢分成36次方和一个3次方。36次方这边呢就是1乘1乘1乘9遍还是1，对吧？然后33次方就给到你个7嘛。
Okay.
比如把这个搞明白，这个可以说是我觉得是 unit digit 里面最简单的题了，在竞猜中能见到的。啊，像 AMC 是见不到这么简单的题啊 ，AMC 没有这么简单的题的。但这种题肯定要会啊，这可能是 AMC 某道题里面的一步，有可能是啊，这个时候可能的。OK，let's do one more。就做这个吧。OK，贝卡到你了啊。
为什么我的就是 word problem 呢？太长了。
不喜欢 word problem 吗？行，我给你换一个好吧。
啊。
一道你就是 word， 那这个可以吧？这个就虽然是个 word problem，算题啊。对，我换一个。那你就是 word problem，我也不知道为啥嘞。Find the unit digit of n。
M has a unit digit of 7。
对
M 的最后一个是7。M 是一个数吗？就是它可以是个 two-digit number 是吗？
对 ，m 是一个数，它只是说 m 这个数的个位数是7啊，所以 m 可以就是它的，然后问你 n 的个位数是几？
等于21的6次方。21的6次方的 base number 一个是21。然后让我算一下，这个要算。
我不用算，你看是这样子的，我们只用看 unit digit， 对不对？对于 unit
它一
digit，
是1。
对，你看啊 ，m 的 unit digit 是7，m 乘以 n 的也是，那这里明显1乘1乘1就是1的6次方嘛，因为肯定是1嘛，对不对？那既然这样的话，unit digit 一定是几啊
3、7、21。
3、7、21嘛，没有别的7是21了，对吧？完了，那很简单。因为 unit digit 我们只用看unit digit 我们只用看最后一位数就完了，所以不用去具体算出来是几啊什么的，不用管的。OK，就这样就可以了。大家看有没有疑问 ？So Aaron, you have a question? Okay, good. Right? Okay, so the unit digit of m is 7, and the product of m and n has a unit digit of 1. So that means 7 times a number must have a unit digit of 1. So that means the other number must have a unit digit of 3. Only 3 times 7 gives you a 1. Yeah. Okay. All right. And next, so does anyone need to go to the bathroom? Okay, so Aaron, let's do one more question before take a break. So 10.33. So someone is reading a book and notices that the product of the numbers of the two pages his book is open to has a unit digit of 6. Then what's the unit digit of sum of the two page numbers?
So this means that it's 2 and 3 because pages have to be consecutive, right?
Yes, it has to be consecutive. Is 2 and 3 the only possibility here?
No, because one and 6 is it possible in another base number?
But 1 and 6 wouldn't be the number of two pages, right? So the number of
Yeah,
two pages.
yeah. So I think 2 and 3 is the only choice.
But 3 and 4, 4 and 5, have you run through all the possibilities?
Can there be like 20 something, or is it just limited to
20 something?
wait,
What? It can also be 7 and 8, guys, right? 7 times 8 is 56. 7 and 8, it can also give you 6. Oh, okay.
Can it go beyond 10?
It can, Lily, it can, but even if you go beyond 10, we are only interested in the units digit, right? To say that you have 12 and 13, and still, when we look at the units digit of their product, that's just going to be the same as 2 and 3, right? Say that you go to 28, 25, 26. If you need to know the units digit, it's the same as 5 and 6, right? 25 times 26 has the same units digit as 5 and 6. So that's why 5 and 6 includes everything, includes 25, 26, 35, 36, 45, 46, and all of them will have a unit digit of 0.
Yeah, so if it's asking for the sum of two page numbers, it could be like
Oh,
Like- oh,
yeah, also the units digit, right? So that's why even if you have 25, 26 or 35, 36, whatever, the units digit will still just be 5 plus 6, which is 1, right?
okay.
Yeah, I hope I addressed your question. And then, so there were two possibilities here, but for either case, the sum of their units digit is going to be 5, right? So 2 plus 3 has the same units digit as 7 plus 8, which is 5. So 5 would be the answer here. Okay, so if you are, if someone is reading a book and there were 2 pages, this just means that we have two consecutive integers. Okay, and then if we are just interested in the units digit, we don't have to consider the tens digit or the hundreds digit or whatever. Okay, Lily, make sense? It's only just the units digit. Okay, and the question is asking for the sum, so we just get a sum. And for Aaron, it's actually not necessary to find out all the possible cases. I'm just asking you about this so that you consider all the possibilities, but you don't have to, because even if there were even if there's more than one possibility, we know that the sum of their units digit must be the same, because the question is not asking what are the possible values of units digit of the sum, right? If it's asking what are the possible values, then you must consider all the cases and find out the sum of their units digit. Make sense? It says what is, then that means that there's only one possible answer. Yeah. But that's just based on the wording. If it says what are the possible values, you have to consider all the possibility. Don't omit any possibility. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a break for now. Let's come back to 20, maybe 20, yeah, and then we'll keep on our problem solving. It has a similar structure as 10.35, right? M and N are positive integers. Any
What
idea?
did you about the 39?
What's that?
What do I do about the 39?
So we are interested in the unit digit, right? In the units digit. So if we look at 10.35, we're just gonna find out the units digit of, for example, in this case, 21 to the power of 6, right? The 21 to the power of 6 is pretty easy. Here we have to find out the units digit of 39 to the power of 39, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so let's try to find out the units digit. How do we find out units digit of this?
Like we find a pattern.
Yeah, we find a pattern. Good, just like threes, right? Like threes, we find out similar pattern. So 39 to the power of 39, that's equivalent to find out the pattern of which digit?
Huh?
Okay, so what pattern do we need to find out to find?
Like how many like the unit digit pattern
For which number?
for the 39
For
thing.
30, yeah, for 39, can we simplify it? You're only interested in the units
Like
digit,
simplify into a bigger base number or a smaller?
a smaller number. So, yeah.
Like 3 times 13.
No. Okay, just 9, just 9. So think about this. If you want to find out the unit of this,
Okay.
that's equivalent to find out the units digit of 9 to the power of 39, right? Because for 3, it doesn't really matter. 3, 39, 49, 59, whatever. If you want to find out units digit, it's just going to be this, right?
So 3 times 2 times 39.
Mhm.
3 to the power of 2 times 39.
Good, yes, because we have a pattern for 3, right? So we don't have to find out pattern for 9. We just, do 3 squared. So it becomes 3 squared, and then to the 39th power, and then this becomes 3 to the power of, 68? No, 78. Yeah, 78. Good. And then let's grab the pattern for 3 over here. So 3 to the 78th, that means the unit digit is what? Remember we used the 1, or any multiple of 4 will have a unit digit of 1, right?
So 9.
Yeah, so 9, exactly, right? You go, so 80 is a multiple of 4. You go back by 2, so you find 9, right? Or in other words, you could say this is 3 to the power of 76 times 3 squared. 3 to the power of 76 is 1, because 76 is a multiple of 4. 76 is 4 times 19. 3 to the power of 4 to the power of 19 times 3 squared. So this is just 1 times 3 squared. So that will give you 9. Okay, make sense, Lily? Good. Yeah, and what's next? So now we know that m squared times n has a unit digit of 9, right?
And n's one's digit is 1.
So that means m squared.
N could be 3.
Yes, m squared has a unit digit of 9. That means m could have a unit digit of 3. What else?
7.
7. Good. That's it. Those two would be the answer. Right? Okay, does that make sense now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. So yeah, so Lily, we only need to find out the unit digit, right? So ignore all the other digits. We use unit digit, and here is 9. So we just simplify to 3, and then use the pattern of 3. Now, of course, you can construct a table for 9, but it just takes a lot of time, because we know that 9, you're gonna go like 1 times 9 is 9, 2 times 9 is 8, and then 7, and then 6, and just it's gonna be really long. Okay. Yeah, so Aaron, make sense? Reka? Yeah, use a 3 again and then yeah, find out a possible. So you see, if there were more than one answer, it will say find the possible values of something. So that means you have to find out all the cases, yeah? Okay, good. So yeah, okay, so there's a math count. So okay, right. The product of two numbers has been accidentally erased by a student. All that remains is here. He only remembers that the product was larger than 4,000, name the larger factor.
Is this the type of question that we learned in like elementary school?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Very similar to it.
So the 10th digit is 4 or 9.
Here, right?
Yeah, 4 or
Yeah.
9 actually.
Yeah, we don't actually know, so you can do casework, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put one here and also put one here. Okay, so very good. So Ryan noticed that here we have a unit digit of 2, right? So this 2 comes from the 10th digit here times 8. So we know that 4 times 8 or 9 times 8 will give you a 2. So we can try either 4 or we can try a 9. So Ryan, which case do you want to do first?
9.
Okay. And then?
Then 4, 6 for the top one. Yeah.
Why is it 6?
Wait, can it be also some? So 7 into plus 4.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is there anything? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just asking why is it 6? Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, good. So
um,
yeah, so
yeah.
yes. Okay, so good. So Ryan wanna do this case 9 because probably because I believe maybe the product is pretty big, right? The product is like more than 4,000. So if we do 9 here, that will be 8 times 9 is 72. So we have to carry over a 7 here, right? So that means a number times by 9 and then plus 7 must have a unit digit of 1. So plus 7 to get 1, that means the unit digit is 4. So to get a 4, it has to be 6 times 9. 54, right? Okay. And then 54 plus 7 is 61. So we put a 6 here, yeah? Good. And then?
Then the unit digits. So something times 6 is 3. So the chance is 5. Yeah, 5.
Mhm.
Then then it is 340.
Like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay. So after we figure out 612, we're gonna figure out this part. So this means that 6 times by a number has to be 30 something, right? So we can try 5, that's 30. But we also have 6, right? But if you try 6, then 6 times 6 is 36. That's good. But you have 6 times 8. 6 times 8 is you're gonna carry over 4. So that means the 100 digit here will be a 4 instead of 3. So 6 doesn't work. You can only put in 5 here. Yeah, so this is what we're looking for. Then the answer is 94, 90, 95. The larger factor here is 95. Very good. Okay. Yeah, Rika, did it make sense? 整个过程啊，就是看一下 unit digit 对吧？两个 case 呢，我们会选这个9开，因为这个数还蛮大的，4000呢，对吧？所以我们先试一下9，行不行？let's do maybe this. Run 完了，到 Rika 来 ，Rika，这个刚好也不是 word problem 对吧？给你挑一个。
等一下，老师，我那个，让我看一下
看看，
，cube 是3次方吗？
对，他说这个3位数 a7b 的3次方是这么一个数，问你 a 加 b 是几？首先根据
a
unit，
加 b 啊，
首先根据 unit digit 是不是可以先确定一个数啊？
unit digit 是3，嗯，然后 a7b 3，unit digit 是3啊，
对，也就是说这是一个数的 cube，然后它的 unit digit 是个3，对不对？
哦，一个东西的 cube 的 unit digit 是3啊，
对，就是个 a7b 嘛，这个 a7b 是个3位数，比如说可以是571，可以是872，明白吧？对吧？一个3，它的 cube，
7，
是7，对不对？这个呢，
对，
就这个 b 呢，我们其实不用考虑偶数，因为偶数的3次方一定是偶数，对吧？不可能是奇数，那5也不可能，1也不可能，所以很快能排想出来是7，对吧？Yeah. So everyone that makes sense? B7, right? Okay, so to be more specific, we could say that A7b cubed has a unit digit of b cubed, right? So and it's going to be 3, so b is 7. B7 is only possible case. Now what about A? 现在我们就知道它是 A73，对吧？那对于 A 来说就没有 unit digit 可以去考虑了，我们只能知道它就是这么一个数，是108531333。但是看看能不能估算的方法把 A 估出来啊？因为你100多、200多、300多，它这个 cube 出来的东西肯定是差距非常大的嘛，对不对？可以直接估出。
等一下，我把我的 calculator 拿出来。
你直接拿 calculator 那直接 cube 一下就完了，那没意思啊！不要用 calculator。
让我试一下，让我先口算，我
你可以拿
补一下。
对啊 ，Ryan 你有想法？我们可以直接估多少呢？
6，
你说 A 是6，为什么呀
我猜的呀，不是估吗？
？OK，A 是6是吧？好，那你看啊，我们怎么估这个地方？假设你是673的 cube， 我们怎么估最简单呢？是不是如果有0最简单啊，对吧？你673是不是一定会小于700的 cube， 并且大于600的 cube， 对不对？你想600，对，就这样估就可以。你看600的 cube 是吧？600的 cube 是不是0000000？要前面还有6和216啊？这个数是不是明显比这个数大多了？这是216了耶，对吧？哎，所以你要用对，所以是没错，Yeah, okay. So to estimate what A is, we prefer zeros, right? So we can just use zeros to estimate like between which 100 cubed is this number. So this number is between, so how many digits is 108 and followed by 6 digits? Because we know that if we end up with 2 zeros here, then that means we have 6 zeros, right? So it's 108 followed by 6 zeros. So that means it's less than, we know 125 is a perfect cube, and then 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And this is actually 500 cubed, right? And it's greater than 64, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, which is 400 cubed. So this number is between 400 and 500 cubed, so that means A is 4. 看到没有？瑞卡是这么估的，没问题吧？所以我们估算呢，我们要想到是用0嘛，最好估的，这样一下就估出来 A 是4了。And then yeah, so A plus B is 11. 瑞卡还可以吧？这道题，你看非常简单啊，其实这个 competition 多题其实很巧妙，一下做完了。Okay, Aaron, any question? Today? Okay. So let's see. Okay, Aaron, Margaret, and her young sister Wiley.
So we can work from the clues, like, right? So the sum of the ages has a units digit of 6. So it can it be like 2, 2, and 6? I mean 2 and 4.
2 and 4, yeah. So how old is Margaret?
Is it 14?
Yes, it is 14. See, it's pretty easy, right? So the difference is 2. So that means you can do, and we're told that Wadia's age is an even number. So that means you only have 0 and 2 to choose from, or 2 and 4, which will give you a 6, and 4 and 8, 4 and 6, which doesn't give you a unit digit of 6 when you sum it up, right? And then 6 and 8 doesn't give you a 6, and 8 and 0 doesn't give you a 6. That means only this will give you a 6, and they are between 10 to 20. So yeah, basically means one is 12, the other one is 14. And Margaret is a bigger sister, so 14. Yeah, pretty simple. And next, okay, so Lily. Smallest integer greater than 2 and has a unit digit of 2 when written in base 3, base 4, base 5, and base 6. Hmm? 也就是说找到一个数，这个数呢在3 base 3 base 4 base 5 base 6里面，它的个位数都是2，对吧？有没有什么 clue 啊？瑞卡，你有想法？
对呀，我在说完。
好，给你个提示啊，李李，你需要提示吗？ unit digit 就是 remainder，OK？Unit digit is remainder, everyone. So here we basically we're just gonna look for a number that has a remainder of 2 when divided by 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? So if it has a remainder of 2 when divided by 3, 4, 5, and 6, then I think it should be pretty clear. 一个数除以3除以4除以5除以6，它的余数都是2，怎么做啊？
设一个数，然后2，是吧？
是啊，那是肯定比较费劲。那我们这么想 ，OK， 那这个，因为这个题如果变成这样，其实很简单啊。可能这个部分你们之前没有学过，小时候，就是说，你们可以这么想 ，Let's use an analogy，OK？如果你有一堆糖，这堆糖呢，它分给3个人，分给4个人，分给5个人，分给6个人，remainder 都是 2，就是说分完之后都剩2颗糖。那我是不是可以把这2颗糖先拿走啊？我把这2颗糖先拿走之后，那剩下的糖是应该刚好能被3、4、5、6整除啊，对不对？那我既然要找个最小的数，那找的是不是3、4、5、6的 least common multiple？
60.
60 and then plus the 2, 62, right？ 对不对 ？OK， 那不就做完了吗？明白了吧 ？OK， 所以这个是 remainder 题，这种除以多少个数的 remainder 是一样的话，其实很好做。我们把这个 remainder 给减掉。OK， 我们来写一下。So let's say the number is n. So the question here in base 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6 unit digit is 2 just means that n has a remainder of 2 when you divide n by 3, 4, 5, 6. So in other words, this n can be written as a number times 3 plus 2. And also a number times 4 plus 2, right? And also a number times 5 plus 2. And also another number times 6 plus 2. So in other words, n minus 2 is a multiple of all of them. So we could say 3, 4, 5, 6 all divide n minus 2. So to get a least common possible number, n minus 2 is the least common multiple of all of them, and that is 60. Okay, so that means the smallest possible n is 62. Okay, Lily, 你觉得 make sense 吗？因为这个写成各种 base unit digit is 2，就是 remainder is 2，或者说你看在这里其实就是不同的 base 嘛，因为多少乘以3，你不管多少乘以3就是几十2，对不对？或者说假设还有好几个3前面，还有 3 squared whatever，那就几几2，几几2。我不管它前面 unit digit 就是2，对吧？不管在哪个 base 里面 unit digit 都是2，所以它减2呢就是它们的倍数啊，就这样就可以了。Rika Aaron 都没问题吧？OK， so okay, so Lily, let's do one more. Let's do one more. I believe this one shouldn't be too hard. In how many bases B does this have a unit digit of 2? You 有没有什么思路啊，Lily？
Um, like 2 is a remainder.
The remainder.
Because like 32, then that means that 2 is a remainder.
Okay. ，Yeah，但是这道题跟 remainder 没关系啊，问题是
哦，
上一题跟 remainder 有关系啊，因为这题你不用换回 decimal 嘛，你这里只是找这个 b，你要换回成十进制的数，它跟 remainder 有关系，对吧？你上题是换成 decimal integer，它才会去找跟 remainder 有关系。这题是这样，你看啊，这是什么？这是 repeated addition，right？repeated
嗯哼
addition，你应该把它先变成什么呀？
，multiplication。
Yeah，下面来变成 multiplication，对不对？你这么多数相加都是一样的，我们肯定第一反应是变 multiplication 啊，right？So we change, yeah,
7 times 32.
7, yes, 7. So 32 in base b times by 7. You wanna get a unit of 2, right? And for units digit, it's just gonna be, well, you don't have to consider the 3, right? You just consider the
What does it mean? In how many bases B does this have a units digit of 2?
let's just say that say in base 4, this has a unit digit of 2, and that's one possible base b that will make this sum to have a unit digit of 4, right? Or maybe base 5 works, maybe base 6 works, maybe base 7 works, right? So if say that base 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 works, then that means we have 4 possible bases b that will make this sum have a unit digit of 4. Unit digit of 2, right?
Oh, so how many possibilities of B does the
Yeah.
addition equal to?
Yes, exactly. How many different b's? How many possible values of b that will make this? Does this have a unit digit of 2? Yeah. Okay, so we change into multiplication.
Okay.
Okay, and then we can,
Okay, they don't have the same bases. So
yeah, they don't have the same base, but that's fine because we're just looking for the unit digit, right? You can change, for example, the first number into base 10. Because to change 7 into base b is impossible. We don't know what b is, right? If b is greater than 7, then that's just gonna be 7. If b is less than 7, this has to be like 1 something, right? We change this into base 10. If you change this into base 10, it's just gonna be 3b plus 2, right? Times 7.
okay.
Okay, but anyway, I mean, you don't even need to do this because we're just looking at the unit digit, so it's just going to be 2 times 7, right? Because even if you do this, this is going to be 21b plus 14. It's the same. It's in base b, so this is like this will not affect your unit digit, and only 14 will affect the unit digit. 我不知道你理不理解，看我们再说一遍啊，就是因为我们只用看 unit digit， 大家各位只用看 unit digit， 是不是可以直接在这一步就把这个3不要了？我们直接看 unit digit， 直接看2嘛，乘以7就，而这里相当于就是一个14，对不对？就是看14在 base b 里面能不能变成一个2就可以了，对不对？对吧 ？OK， 为什么是这样的？为什么不用看这个3呢？是因为如果你就算是把 32b 给拆成 3b 加2，这个就是 digit bundles, right? You change it, you convert into decimal. 你 convert 成这样没有意义啊？为什么呢？因为你把7乘进去，前面是不是 21b？ 这个 21b， 当你在 base b 里面的时候 ，21b 是一定不会出现在 unit digit 里面的，对不对？因为它是21b 了，已经有 b 了，它应该10位数之后了，这里对不对？你想，比如说假设 b 是8吧，你21乘8加14，你这个21乘8是不会出现在 unit digit 里面的呀，因为你 base 为8的时候，对吧？你比如说76，你是7乘8加6嘛，你多少乘以8都是在前面啊，它不会在 unit digit 上，unit digit 上只取决于最后这位数嘛，对不对？OK 吧？ 所以这道题你要找 unit digit 呢，我们只用看这个2就可以了。这个3是可以不用管，因为3在乘的话，它肯定是对吧？你32 in base b， 你乘以多少，这个3一乘呢，都是只会影响它的第2位、第3位数，而不会影响到它的个位数嘛，对不对？对对，你觉得 make sense 吗？对吧？所以呢，我们就不用管这个3了，就是说这一块就不用管它呀。OK，Aaron，Aaron，Rika 看这里明不明白？
No,
对吧
it's 2b times 7.
Yeah, just 2b times 7, right?
Yeah, what is that?
Okay, so 2b times 7 is the same as like say 14. So 2 times 7 is 14. This is decimal, right? So
Oh,
14,
go to B.
yeah, in which base will give you a 2? It's just asking this, right? 哪一个 base 把14变过去会有个 unit digit of 2啊？那试一下就知道了嘛，对不对？
What?
啊
Huh?
OK
How does 2b times 7 equal 14?
OK，首先这个 b 啊，这个 b 是不是一定要比3大？这个 b 至少得是个4吧，对不对？对吧？因为是32嘛，32b，所以这个 b 肯定得是个至少是个4，因为不可能是3，因为3里面没有3嘛，对不对？只有4进制才会有个3，对吧？
Also, you just don't care about it.
不是，就是说啊，b 要大于等于4，你这里是个2乘7，2乘7是不是14啊？对吧？
Okay.
对吧？是不是 decimal 是14，对不对？你现在要把这个14是不是换成这个 base b 啊？换成 base b 之后，它的 unit digit 是个2，对不对？是不是又把14给变成，
Okay.
对吧？又把14给，因为我们刚刚说这个3不影响嘛，前面这个3它是30啊，对吧？这个3不是个位数，它乘以7之后，它只会影响后面前面的数，它影响不了你的 unit digit，对吧？
Okay.
唯一会影响你 unit digit 的就是这个2乘7，或者说2加2加2加2加2加2加2，对吧？这堆2相加，因为你可以想这一堆32相加，前面的3相加不影响 unit digit，对不对？只有2相加2加2加2加2，它才会影响你的 unit digit，没问题吧？有7个2相加，是不是相当于2乘7啊？是不是就是14？只不过是 decimal 嘛，对不对？如果 b 是10，这个14就意味着如果 b 是10啊，你的 unit digit 就是4，那就不满足这个条件，对吧？不满足这道题，对不对？所以我们就要想14呢，在哪一个 base 里面会变成 unit digit of 2，right？ 就是说 b 等于多少的时候会导致14会变成前面有多少数我也不管，只知道 unit digit 是个2就可以了 in base b。那你说 b 等于多少时候可以做到呢？那我们就得试一，对吧？因为你不知道 b 是几嘛，你比如 b 是4 b 是5 b 是6，也挺快，很快就试完了嘛，对不对？因为你要这么想 b 不可能超过14的， b 如果超过14的话，14就是14，那它的 unit digit 就一定是4，一定是我要14对应的那个字母，而且不光是14啊，还是那个字母，对吧？反正 anyway 它就不可能是2嘛，对不对？我感觉跟你弄就转懵了，你就看这里怎么变过来，对吧？这里我们可以一个一个试，比如说 b 是4的话，可以吗？b 是4，14会变过来是几啊
32.
Yeah, 3, 2. So that means it makes sense, right? The unit digit is 2. 丽丽，你觉得这个 make sense 吗？这个会吗？14变成 base 4嘛，base 4就是3、4、12，12加2、14嘛，对不对？ Or in other words, again， 我们一直说过 unit digit 就是 the remainder, right? So 14 divided by 4, remainder is 2. That will give you a unit digit of 2, okay? 所以 b
Wait,
是4，
how did 14 equal 32 4?
324，它是不是3乘4加2？ base 4，对吧？这是 chapter
Yeah.
8，这2个 chapter 之前了，
Yeah.
对吧？所以14怎么变过来？今天不是我们刚刚已经跟你，
还是被打的。
你说哪个地方？
我知道 why this is true，可是怎么做的？
怎么做的？是这样的嘛？如果你14等于多少 base 4，我们怎么想呢？我们就想14等于多少乘以4加多少，对吧？就填数嘛。那说白了就是14除以4，对不对？那14除以4就是3、4、12，然后余个2嘛，这是做除法。
OK。
3个2就完事了嘛，对不对？怎么做的？这个在 Chapter 8已经练过好多了，对吧？那些题当时你都做了，所以就是说这2个星期真的你没有给我交作业，你看你一下就忘光了，一定要写作业，好吧？因为你平时上学啊啥事情蛮多的，你2个星期不练这个全部不记住了，记不住了 ，OK 吧？就这么做的嘛，对吧？Okay, so this works. What about say b equals 5?
Huh? Is that for me?
Yeah.
Oh, something times 5 plus something.
Yeah. So what times
Which
5 plus?
is 2 times 5 plus 4.
Yes, 2 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this doesn't work. The unit series is not 2, right? And then 6.
2 2.
Good. And 7.
2.
2 0. It's 2 times 7 plus 0, right? 2 0. And then 8.
1 and 6.
And then 9.
1 5.
And 10 is just 1 1 4, right? And then 11.
1 3.
12.
1 2.
Yeah, 1 2. There's another 2. Okay. So there were 3 possible bases for B. There's 4, there's 6, there's 12. 4 6 12. 3 possible bases. Okay, but we do have an easier way. So the easier way, does anyone have any other idea? Any way that we can make this whole process easier instead of just trying? Because for whatever base B, you want a unit digit to be 2, right? If the unit digit is 2, that means 1 4 divided by B. So 1 4 divided by B has to be a sum number and the remainder is 2, right? So in other words, 14 minus 2 must be divisible by B, right? 14 minus 2 divided by B is just an integer. So that means B divides 12. So that means B can be 4, can be 6, can be 12. Okay, because B has to be greater than or equal to 4, right? So the only possible answers are B are 4, 6, and 12. This way, you see, you don't have to, you can avoid this whole process of trial and error. Okay, make sense? 对吧？这个理解吗？因为你的 unit digit 是2的话，那就是说14除以 b remainder 是2。那换句话说呢，14除以2，14减2，12就能整除 b， 就能被 b 整除，对吧？所以 b 是12的一个 factor， 那么 b 呢就只能是4、6、12，因为 b 要比4大嘛，对吧？就这样就做完了，这样直接得到3个就可以了，这样会更快一点，对不对？就不需要去试了。所以一定要记住这个 unit digit remainder whatever， 这个就是看怎么去用它们。Alright, OK， 那我们就今天我们把第10章做的差不多了，所以大家作业赶紧把它完成，好吧？所以 Aaron 呢 ，Rika OK， 还有 Lily， 你们赶紧把第10章题做了啊。Alright， 那 Lily 你要忘了之前把 Chapter 8 and 9稍微看一下，复习一下，要想起来了，就这 digit bundles 那东西啊。 下一次我们就直接往11章讲了，大家应该把10章作业做了。OK。